What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. Happy Thursday, everybody. This is the second video for the day. I wanted to talk to you guys about updates from Matt Laslo at Askapol. He dropped like 4 different updates that, man, over the last 24 hours about the upcoming hearings on May 12th or on that week, because we still don't know when exactly that's going to happen. So we have confirmation that hearings are going to happen. We just don't know who's going to be in the stand testifying under oath. But let's hear what Matt Laslo got from Congresswoman Luna and then from Congressman Tim Burchett. But I am going to tell you something that I found really interesting, because Matt Laslo seems to have been using a line of questioning referring to the Immaculate Constellation debacle from last year's hearing, because there's been a lot of criticism against Congresswoman Nancy Mace, who something happened there that prevented Matthew Brown from testifying, and they got Michael Schellenberger there to testify. I happen to think that Schellenberger was used and he wasn't aware of what was happening. And they took out one of the pages from the Immaculate Constellation document that took credit from Jeremy Corbell, and that got him really pissed off. We've seen the videos about it, and Schellenberger seemed a little bit confused to what was happening. So I don't think he was acting from bad faith in any way. Congresswoman Mace is a different situation. Honestly, and I'm sorry, but I really don't agree with most of what she does outside of the UAP space. Some of the stuff that she's done, like promote t-shirts, UAP themed, being really theatrical about it, none of that has rubbed me the right way at all. And what happened with the Immaculate Constellation stuff there, at that hearing, she taking like a protagonist kind of role, that was really cringy. And I still couldn't pinpoint what really happened. Laslo asked her, I think it was today or yesterday, he dropped the news. And when she was asked about Immaculate Constellation, she obviously played it down. And she said that she had been traveling and she hasn't seen any of that. And that also plays against her quite a bit. I'm not going to lie. So I would think that she could be compromised. And I'm sure a lot of you have thought about that as well. I'm not even going to play what she said. She just brushed it off. I'm going to leave the link in the description so you can see what she said. But I was really disappointed at her for doing that. But we do have statements from Luna and from Burchett, and I'm going to show them to you guys. So here's Congresswoman Luna.
Happy birthday, right?
Yes.
21, right?
Yeah, you know me. 21 again.
Love it. Happy birthday, ma'am.
Thanks.
Hey, buddy. Have you, what do you make this? People online are telling me that some folks on UAP Caucus haven't been honest about how much they know about the Immaculate Constellation.
How would they know?
That's a good question, ma'am. Well, I think, who is it? Not Ryan Graves. I think it's, Jeremy Corbell and maybe Knapp are out there complaining.
Who is the other person?
Maybe George Knapp, or at least Corbell's one.
Well, they've been sending me stuff, and obviously we have a lot going on, but I don't think anyone's being dishonest. I think that's pretty. I haven't seen them say that either, so I'm just going off what you're saying.
Yeah. Have you looked into Matthew Brown's allegations?
I haven't seen that yet.
No, not yet.
Yeah, not yet. But it doesn't mean I won't.
Yep. And we're still on for next week, is it?
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, ma'am.
So there was an evident misrepresentation there that Matt Laslo already apologized for it, because he kind of made it seem, and this comes from questions from the people, it's not really his fault, that Corbell has been saying that the UAP Caucus hasn't been honest about their knowledge of Immaculate Constellation, and that's not true. And he did apologize. Jeremy Corbell was really gracious. They talked it out on Twitter. That was really cool. What did happen, and this is coming straight from Corbell, he's been calling out Nancy Mace, and He also called out Schellenberger, but he was talking to Schellenberger, and it was clear that he didn't think Schellenberger was acting in bad faith. But that's not the case with Mace, So we still have to see how Mace responds to all of this, because she's been playing coy the entire time. She just doesn't want to know about it. So I would think that either she's compromised or somebody got to her, and that's why she did what she did, because this was entirely her responsibility that Matthew Brown wasn't testifying during the last hearing. That would have broken the internet. I guarantee it. And it didn't happen. So why did Nancy Mace not have Matthew Brown testify? And she decided to pick Schellenberger. I don't know if she was the one who picked him, but she even gave credit to Schellenberger for the report that Corbell presented at the hearing. It wasn't Schellenberger. And you can see in the video that Schellenberger was really, really confused about what was happening, just as Corbell was calling out Nancy Mace right there after the hearing.
I submitted it. It wasn't like he knows that.
Nancy Mace thinks she can come up and politic me, thinking I'm going to be quiet about a little lie. Well, guess what? A little lie is actually a big lie. And I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'm not going to be a politician. And she coming up to me pretending that she was.
So do you feel like the whistleblower is still safe?
So what gives Representative Mace? I mean, I'm not surprised. Politicians are like that. They're shady. They're like that. So, and they're used to being told that. So I'm not really reinventing the wheel here. So let me show you what Tim Burchett said, because this ties into what happened with Mace and what Tim Burchett seems to think happened too. So let me share. So here's Tim Burchett talking to Laslo.
Look at this young man.
Hey, brother.
How you doing?
Sunscreen.
What is?
All right, you better.
Hey, what is this they're saying online about? I don't trust everything I read online.
No.
But they're saying
But Abraham Lincoln said that.
right. But they're
Hey, this is
saying
my new
knew-
press guy, you know him?
Hey,
Will?
Matt Laslo.
Matt's
That's
good.
me.
Matt's okay. He's not.
Decent.
he's
Don't trust me.
Nah, I trust him.
But they're
He's
saying
a
you
good
know
guy.
about that y'all knew about Immaculate Constellation more than y'all let on.
I didn't.
You didn't.
I was talked about it, what was made public, but just shortly before. But
That's what I'm
I don't
curious.
think it was
Yeah.
government entities.
Well, if it was classified, y'all wouldn't be able to talk about it.
Correct.
And it's still classified, right?
I don't know. I was just what I was told was definitely not classified.
Um.
I have to go back even look it up to which one it is.
Yeah.
Right. All right. I'm sorry.
Have you heard of this new guy, Matthew Brown?
Good, man. You good? I'm doing good.
Yeah, so Tim Burchett said it right there, that he thinks that agencies or entities from outside the government are involved with this Immaculate Constellation stuff. And yeah, that's what we've been talking about here. Either these aerospace companies are the ones involved, or the new tech bros companies are the ones involved. And the main potential culprit of this is either Palantir, Anduril, all of these companies that are just starting to get on whatever they discovered that's happening, and they're trying to get their hands on it and fighting against the aerospace companies that presumably have this technology. They have sensors, not the tech. So potentially their sensors could be the ones that have been identifying some of these craft, whether they're NHI or from those aerospace companies. It's still to be determined, but there's clearly some fuckery going on already that it just needs to be addressed, And what Tim Burchett said right here was very telling. He must already know something. And there's an evident lack of confidence in people from the government who are trying to talk about this or get the hearings or get the briefings going, because they're politicians. They can be bought very easily, a lot of them. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them. And that's really disappointing. And that's what I think Matt Laslo is trying to do when he digs and he asks really direct questions about this. And it is, you can see the way that he struggles when he asks about Immaculate Constellation and how these politicians are not very forthcoming about what they say. And that's telling too. And I'm sure Matt Laslo can easily identify that. So I guess the line of questioning that people are sending Laslo needs to be a little different and a little more creative. So he can ask the questions and he can catch all of these politicians off guard so they can talk about this. What questions would you send Matt Laslo to ask these politicians about Immaculate Constellation? And again, I ask you, which witnesses would you put in the stand to testify, whether they're hostile or non-hostile? I'm going to give you a list of the witnesses that I would put forward. The first one being, obviously, Matthew Brown. The second one, I'm pretty sure that he doesn't want to do it, but I would want him to testify. He already did it in the Senate, Jake Barber. A third one would be one of the hostile ones. I would either pick James Lakatsky, who was head of DIA when all of this was going on with OSAP, Colm Kelleher, who's friends with Lakatsky, and he also insinuated that he wouldn't testify, just like Lakatsky, or Jay Stratton. And Jay Stratton is also on Lakatsky's side, and he doesn't want everything disclosed. He's taken this threat narrative approach. You are going to see that in Age of Disclosure. He's the one who talks about this arms race between China, the US, and Russia. And he has this outlook of adversarial stance over this, which I think, and I've said multiple times already, is a mistake. So I would have those people. But who would you have? Let me know in the comments. And please go subscribe to Askapol. Matt Laslo is busting his ass for all of us, and you guys need to go and subscribe. It's really worth it. He does a lot of fantastic work. I'm going to leave every link in the description of what you heard and what you didn't hear about Nancy Mace. There's another one of Burleson also, so you can check it out. Please support Matt Laslo's work, support independent journalism, and subscribe to Askapol. It's worth it. If you like the content you see, I'm going to ask you to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you can get notified when a new video drops. If you want to support the channel in any other way, I'm going to leave a few links in the description. You can also become a member if you want. You can also support us on KGRA. Whatever you choose to do, thank you for your support. That's it for me today on this video, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, guys, stay curious and inquisitive. Bye.